After Chalvo's attack, he only saw the other guy lying flat on the ground. The food plates were broken. Suddenly Chalvo was leisurely standing and wiping his hands. Food flowed from the table onto the reporter's face. Looks very disgusting. As he wiped his hands, Chalvo suddenly warned him. Meanwhile, the other guy was beaten to a pulp, still lying unconscious. The face is coated with a layer of water from leftover food. Vegetables are all over the face. Chalvo's voice echoed. I am a person who really hates these two things in life. Chalvo stood pointing at himself. At this moment, whole person emitted a very strong aura. One was when I was cultivating and was disturbed. Immediately afterwards, Chalvo's hand pointed to the arrow on the ground. Second, while eating, you see flies flying around. So that, remember, don't choose these two time periods to bother me. When the other guy's two juniors heard this, they started to panic. Chalvo even pointed his finger straight at them. Do you understand yet? They felt extremely small in front of a huge Chalvo with determined eyes. They keep trying to catch traps and can't stand it. So they both immediately bowed their heads back and forth. Understood. Understood. Will never appear in front of you again. Before leaving, Chalvo added one more sentence. Very good, very good. When he woke up, remember to tell him to return the table. Immediately, young man Chalvo turned around and said, Lamtrake, let's go. Yes, Sir Chalvo. The group of students behind were chatting loudly and excitedly. A moment later, Lamtrake remembered the scene just now and exclaimed, Oh my god, Mr. Chalvo was so excellent just now. Men are supposed to be like that. If you don't give up, fight. When Chalvo left, the students all had red eyes and stared at Chalvo as if thirsting for blood. Some are still eager to try. The eyes continuously followed like a tiger chasing its prey. Young man Chalvo thought as he walked. Martial arts is inherently a path of domination, and this is taught at Martial Arts University, gathering the martial arts elite of the country's top martial arts geniuses. The only thing lacking is idiots. For example, just now, like annoying snakes that keep appearing, because they're not scared enough yet. Young man Chalvo looked at the group of students and wondered, if there is a master in front of them, would they dare to do that? Will not. So, what I need to do is scare them enough, the obnoxious bugs will naturally disappear. Must find opportunities, strike them in fear, beat me up and put me in the hospital. Young man Chalvo imagined himself as a big and powerful demon. The tigers reported that they were crawling like rumbles in fear below their feet. They must fear Chalvo like a ghost. Respecting Chalvo is like respecting a god. The young man continued to imagine himself as a god with an aura of bright light. Suddenly, there was a loud voice calling Chalvo. A majestic man stepped forward. Chalvo quickly felt it. This person is very strong. When angered, this person is extremely strong. Fresher is stronger than me. The other person warmly stepped forward and said, Chalvo, right? I am the vice principal of Taikang. I'm looking for you for some work. Tomorrow you have to go on stage to speak as a new student representative. Hearing what the vice principal said, the young man was shocked. Going on stage to give a speech. The vice principal saw that Chalvo was a little nervous and immediately told him, Actually, just say a few words. Nothing special. Chalvo quickly responded, Okay. The vice principal will prepare it. Meanwhile, the fat man lamented, It's too much. Excellent. This is your chance to show off in front of all the new students. The singer must definitely perform well. Show yourself before all new students. You're very right. Indeed, it is necessary to perform well. Soon the second day came. At the hall, inauguration ceremony for the 57th batch of Tan at Martial Arts University. There were buzzing sounds in the hall. Chalvo. Chalvo has arrived. Is that the person who knocked No Fin unconscious yesterday? All the students turned back to look. At this time, Chalvo and Lamtrake were led into the hall by a girl. Seeing Chalvo enter the hall, the gray-haired man immediately said, Hokdong. Chalvo has arrived. I heard that Chalvo will represent the new students today to speak. Two Qian Phi's group seem to be preparing to riot. Ought to overthrow Chalvo right at this opening ceremony. What do you think? From Ant's session, national ranking. I remember being in the top 20. Chalvo walked over and there was a guy with long hair standing in front of him, looking at Chalvo like a hungry tiger eating its prey. Hokdong's voice continued as Chalvo was walking. Wanted to overthrow Chalvo. Has he become a devil in the eyes of all the new students? However, Chalvo is not easily overthrown. My martial intuition tells me to stay as far away from this person as possible. Chalvo with a cold gaze was looking around the hall. The voice of the vice principal echoed, Welcome to Seven Saints Martial Arts University, then followed by an explanatory essay. In the bright golden autumn, students come from everywhere. The students below listened and fell asleep. The young man Chauveau even covered both his ears as he thought to himself, no matter what world, the leader's speech is the same. A while later, the new vice principal made a big announcement. Next, we would like to invite this year's new student representative, invited Chauveau to the stage to give a speech. Everyone please welcome. The farmer and his juniors booed in protest. A series of excited gasps rang out. Chauveau looked at the screaming guys and thought to himself, it turns out you guys want to be beaten. Wait and see. I will give you guys a chance. Vice Principal Linbo. The students were quiet. Chauveau, are you ready? Naturally, he replied very confidently. I've been preparing all day. There's probably no problem. The vice principal heard Chauvau's answer and was shocked. Prepare all day. The vice principal thought to himself. I didn't expect Chauveau to care about such a small thing. Really respect me. It doesn't seem like he's the type of arrogant talent who only cares about martial arts. Suddenly Chauveau prepared to speak. A familiar sly smile appeared on the young man's face. Curly Hair's junior asked, what does this kid want to say? Curly Hair Lean said, ha, no matter what it says, we'll boo and break up the crowd together. Don't let him off the stage. Let him face his hometown. A memorable memory when entering school. Ha ha ha. At this time, Chauveau spoke. I'm Chauveau. I know there are many of you who refuse to lose to me. So, today I will give you a chance. The crowd below was chatting excitedly. What the fuck? Opportunity. Suddenly Chauveau shouted loudly, right now. Instantly. Challenge me. Of course, he still waved his arms and cheered. I give special permission to all of you to come up. Next comes an act of provocation. Don't make me wait too long. Curly Hair and his junior gritted their teeth in anger. The vice principal looked like he wanted to turn to stone. What's happening? Please leave your number in the comments below. The channel is guaranteed to have the fastest voiceover script on YouTube. Try to release apps or websites earlier. Everyone remember to support with a like, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel so I have the motivation to quickly publish new stories. Please comment to let me know what story you want me to make. I am extremely grateful.